So guys, today's Victoria Day. It's a holiday. As you see the amount of gang stalkers on the bus here, the perpetrators, there's a lot of them. There shouldn't be anybody on the bus today. So these are all perpetrators. Looking at their faces and all those mean looks, you can tell by you're not really meeting your most decent human being here on the bus. So just look at their faces. Look how they're trying to irritate me by constant movement and talking, especially these three. Now on holidays at 9:30 in the morning, like today, a Victoria Day, you do not see this in the TTC. I just want you to document this and know that you don't see this in the TTC on a who takes the bus on Victoria Day at 9:30 in the morning like this and talks this loud, and most people are still sleeping. So there's never enough perpetrators to gang stalk you. You know, it's unbelievable. Even, girls that have no business gang stalking and perpetrating, they could get a decent job somewhere. It's amazing how low they got nowadays, It's your next door hooker. I mean, has more value and more. But as we know, our society is getting very shallow and satanic. And these people are lost. They do anything for a buck, or maybe they were brainwashed, they were told rumors. Guys, you know where they meet up? In City Hall. It's called police. It's the police that gang stalks citizen in any North American city or European city or even Asian city for that matter, wherever I've been in all these countries. So if you notice how everybody's trying to have conversations and move, playing with their jackets, any excuse to play with their phone, just to create constant movement in front of you to irritate you. You know how the gang stalking thing works, right? And they type back right away everything you're saying to their dispatcher, whatever they're called. I think they have a name, these guys. To take instructions on what to do with you next and how you reacted to the current situation psychologically in order to try to, counteract your every single move that you're gonna do. Now, I didn't record much on the way here because I don't have much on my much battery in my phone. It's a holiday. I was hoping I can take some time off, even the recording, but as you know, the devil doesn't rest. So, it's just to show you that even families and how demonic this community's gotten, what they do to certain individuals, this government that are intelligent and have good energy that they can rub off to people that they don't want. They want to keep them as dumb slaves. So they don't know where they're heading into the kind of slavery they're going to be taking them to, especially within the next couple of years. That's the main element. That's why they do that to people like me in society, not to be able to build good relationships with the majority of the people because you're a natural charismatic leader, they don't want that. There's a reason why they killed Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. We're not saying, we're at that level, but this is what they do. That's the whole point of this new phenomenon. It's not a new phenomenon. It's been around for about 40 years now. But as you see, there's a lot of targeted individuals nowadays, more and more and more for this reason. It's because it's all about control. So they want to control your average citizen that's dumb enough just to live his life for the McDonald's hamburger and Honda Civic sort of, and the Versace's and the Armani's and the perfumes and all the materialism that they lure them into. But as you notice in all my videos, as soon as I start recording, you're gonna notice a tone down in energy, in voice and movement, because they're given instructions. When this guy starts to record, tone it down. They're scared. They're afraid. They're destroying people's lives this way. Guys, this doesn't only happen out on the street. They get into your bank account. They change your banking information. They block you from getting a job. If you have a business, they'll do the impossible to bankrupt you. You're talking about a vigilante, mobster-like, not community-driven. It's federal government that funds this. The federal government funds this, and a lot of communities get grant money, get donations from them in order to, believe it or not, even some religious institutions. Like I'm not accusing any particular one, but a lot of them do that. They come and knock on your door pretending they're selling you, I don't know, they show you religious pamphlets, or they're selling chocolate bars or anything, you guys, you name it. So this, the military is on it, the police, and most of the agencies, CSIS, obviously, you know, they're the demonic entity in this whole thing. And obviously, look what they bring in. So they want to create tension around you and busyness. Look at this. On a day like Victoria Day, there should be nobody on the bus today. Barely a human being. These are all stalkers. And if you look at remember the characteristics what I gave you about what they look like, how they dress, what they're trying to do to you, how they're trying to always, what kind of people they put beside you, in front of you, what to look at, attractive, unattractive, canes, wheelchairs. Look at all these characteristics, and you'll notice the people that surround me all the time, that they possess these characteristics. So it's not the same person, obviously, because then you can charge them with stalking. They use different people, but they're doing the same thing. That's how you can prove it's the same entity that's stalking you. You gotta always look at those things, you know. As you see, they tone down. You don't hear any conversations, much conversations, not as loud. And when you talk like this weird in a bus, in a situation, everyone should be looking at you like, who is this nutcase? They're given direct instructions not to confront you because they're not on the right side and you're recording this. So look at fingers, look at them trying to get into their purse, picking up gum, anything to make extra movements. You gotta notice something. It's done on a tag style way. You know, when you play tag, you know, so if they look around them and they see you relaxed and nobody's moving, they'll take the initiative and they'll move, you know. If these are things you can notice. It comes in bursts, you know. Some things I can't really explain to you everything, but the least thing I'd have to remind you and show you what I'm surrounded with. So on Victoria Day, guys, it's not even 10 a.m. today in Canada. It's